Hello and welcome to Pockenrop. In this short video, I'm going to be jumping straight onto the football bandwagon with my top 15 football and football adjacent songs. So if you're not aware, England have just qualified for the final of the Euro 2020 Championships held in 2021 because of the pandemic, where we'll be playing Italy on Sunday. And what better time to record this video and hopefully get a whole stack of views and likes and subscribers than now. So let's dive straight in at number 15, where I have placed Back Home by the 1970 England squad. It's a good football song, nothing more than that. Back Home, number 15. Number 14, I have placed a song called Guantanamera, which you may not know. And yet you will absolutely definitely know it because you just only need to hear the words. There's only one somebody to know the tune of Guantanamera. Just try singing the word Guantanamera to the tune you already know. I first knew this song because my parents are big fans of the folk group The Spinners, and it was part of the albums that they owned. So I've always known Guantanamera long before I became a football follower. At number 13, I have placed a song called Don't Come Home Too Soon by Delamitri, which was the official song for the 1998 Scotland World Cup. Now, they did come home too soon, but it acknowledged the fact that Scotland have never got out of a group stage in any major tournament, as indeed they didn't in this current tournament. Don't Come Home Too Soon by Delamitri. Number 12, Vindaloo by Fat Les. Yes, the song's terrible, but it does not burrow into your brain, and that chant is a terrace chant. It really worked really well. Vindaloo by Fat Les at number 12. At number 11, I have placed You'll Never Walk Alone by Jerry and the Pacemakers from the musical Carousel by Rodgers and Hammerstein. It is a song indelibly associated with football because of Liverpool Football Club, amongst others. So many clubs have adopted this as their club song, but the best known being Liverpool. You'll Never Walk Alone, my number 11. At number 10 is a song that is currently climbing the charts as a result of it being kind of adopted by the England team. And that's Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Even last night after the game, you could hear them singing Sweet Caroline as a group. It's a great song, Sweet Caroline. I've always liked it. And the fact that it's now associated with football means it can make it into one of my lists. Number 10, Sweet Caroline. And number 9 is a song from the 90s, not naturally a football song, but has become a bit of a terrace anthem, and it's Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. And this is sung at football grounds around the country. So whilst it's not a football song, it's most definitely football adjacent. At number 8 is Doris Day with Que Sera Sera. Everybody knows this song is totally associated with football. That whole Que Sera Sera, whatever will be, we're going to Wembley, is sung by any club that manages to make either a final of one of the domestic cups or possibly the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where they also now hold them at Wembley. I have personally sung this on the terraces at Aston Villa, where I'm a fan, when we made the final of the Coca-Cola Cup in 1996. And number 7 is a song that was used by ITV for their Premier League coverage when they shortly had the rights in the early 2000s, and it's Beautiful Day by U2. It doesn't scream football, but if you watch those highlights and you hear the song Beautiful Day, you will remember the fact that it was associated with your club playing in the Premier League. At number 6, I have placed a song that catapults me back to the summer of 1990 when I was 16 and England were within touching distance of the World Cup final, only to be knocked out by Germany on penalties. And it's Nessendorma, the song that the BBC chose to use on their coverage of Italia 90. It's from the opera Turandot and it's sung by Luciano Pavarotti, and anybody my age or older will know Nessendorma as a result of football. My number 6. And number 5 is a song that, again, is not specifically a football song, but it is a terrorist chant all over the country. It's Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. For me, that is totally linked up with Christian Benteke, who was at the time Villa's top striker. And it's used all over the country, like I said. Seven Nation Army, absolutely cracking song and totally football adjacent. The remaining 4 songs on my list are all from the same decade. They're all from the 1990s. Well, firstly, at number 4, Life of Riley by the Lightning Seeds. So this is a song that was used by Match of the Day for their Goal of the Month competition for years. You can't hear those notes if you're a football fan and not think of Match of the Day. It's a superb song, Life of Riley. My number 4. At number 3, I have placed World in Motion by England New Order. So this was England's official single of the 1990 World Cup. Reached number 1. It's New Order's sole number 1. But up until this point, even including Back Home down at number 15, football songs were a bit rubbish. But England New Order's World in Motion was really good and set a template for, actually, we need a good song if we're going to actually really bother putting one out. England New Order, World in Motion at number 3. And number 2, this is where I placed Three Lions by Baddiel, Skinner and the Lightning Seeds. It is the perfect football anthem. The chant of It's Coming Home and the chorus of Three Lions on a Shirt. 4 times this song has got to number 1. I suspect by the time I publish this video, it is going to be well placed to hit number 1 for a 5th time tomorrow on Friday. I wouldn't bet against it because the euphoria in the country is such that everybody wants Three Lions on at the moment. It's coming home, I hope. Three Lions, my number 2. So what could I have placed at number 1, given that Three Lions is my favourite number 1 single of the 1990s? Well, clearly, the song I put there either didn't chart or wasn't released as a single. And it wasn't. It is England 2, Colombia 0 by Kirsty MacColl from the album Tropical Brainstorm. And the chances are you don't know it. It's an absolutely great song built around the evening that England and Colombia played each other and England won 2-0 in the 98 World Cup. And she tells a story of actually starting to fall for a guy in a bar whilst they're watching this game who's lying to her about his life and his family. And it's one of the best lyrics in any song, let alone a football adjacent song. It's a great song. I recommend you check it out. I will put a link to a Spotify playlist in the bottom here so you can go and hear all of these songs if they're available and get to hear England 2, Colombia 0. It's my number 1 football or football adjacent song. So thank you very much for watching this very short video whilst it's still relevant. I will be back to my usual schedule of putting something out once a week on a Saturday, something coming this weekend. But this is just a bonus video to try and get extra views whilst it's relevant. And if this is your first time, thank you for watching. Please remember to hit like. It increases the hit rate on Google. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit the bell for notifications of future videos. There is going to be something weekly. But until then, thanks very much for watching.